audio in the fucking this. Look at NHL 19. Look at how much they fuck with you. These right there. It says that one in particular. Deep into me for what the fuck? That one said wasn't going to go away. Now I didn't show it in the broadcast. The one said available until today, 11 Pacific time. That's in 4 fucking minutes from right now when I'm saying this. You're going to be live right now. There's no way for me to show you the exact time correctly. So I can't. You know, I can't. Like I can click this, and it shows me. It's only microphone audio. It doesn't show you. 3:56 p.m. my time, which is Central Time. You know, it's not yet. There's no true timer in the game, except you might notice over here it's saying there's another 3 minutes and 15 seconds to complete the stupid ass daily objectives, right? So the daily has not switched over yet. So what the fuck? Why are these gone? Granted, I only really had. You could technically say that there might have been a chance to pull one of these from a gold pack. I actually saw Revive Legacy fucking prick pull which one of those there. Well, none of those there, even though those were the ones that say that they're in hut packs. So actually, I think it was lower than an 83 overall, probably. I think it was actually like an 80. So whatever the 80 Thanksgiving is, and I could go and check right now, but I don't want to come off this screen. He pulled that from a silver plus. So who fucking cares? I don't know if there's much better percentages being able to do that or whatever. But you know, technically Thanksgivings would have still been available. But when I was in there and I was like joking about how I wanted to get a Primetime McKinnon, and I can't even show you because it's already gone. There were like 5 Primetime cards that were out. Now, granted, the alumni had already left for the day, so that part kind of sucked because there were actually 288s and 289s when they were doing the fight for Alberta or whatever the fuck it was. I didn't pay attention to when that was ending and when it was, if anything new would come up, because again, I haven't been here for a week. But absolutely, the Primetime was still there. There were 3 or 4 milestones, you know, not insignificant players, not like the highest overall, but fucking Claude Giroux for sure. I'd fucking take that in a heartbeat. That's great. So I was joking about the McKinnon. I wanted other shots at that, and so I might be making what seems to be a mountain out of a molehill. But this just speaks to a larger issue with how fucking terrible this game is, how terrible that EA NHL is, the specific Canadian house that has developed this particular game. I get it that the description, or not even, there isn't even a description on this, just the title of this video, it makes it confusing. Hopefully the thumbnail clears it up, or I can go back in and re-edit shit later, I'm sure, to just basically be like, hey, another rant from a jackass about how shitty the game is. They completely fuck you over. You know what else happens too here? Hopefully it's not going to mess up with the timer. We got 53 seconds left. If I was in here right now and I had anything left to do other than the one that I did, the complete one set, like let's say I had to like complete an online game or whatever, or just complete the 3rd game, score the 3rd goal, take the 10th shot. I literally had just one of those left to do, and I had say like 24 minutes or even 30 minutes left to do it or whatever. It's fucked. Like I think they tried to make a slight adjustment where you can kind of come back in and it would indicate like, hey, like achieved, and you'd be able to like get the small reward. Like this is gonna be gone already by now, right? 13 seconds. So you get like the 500 coins, right? But if it was the 5th of 5, you would not get the November monthly collectible, which is part of the reason why I'm so low on the collectibles and why I said fuck off to the collectibles in general. Even bothering to try to get the Roenick anymore, even though I would love to have the fucking card. So that's an issue. You know, timers should mean something, in my opinion, and they clearly fucking do not. They don't even follow their own guidelines on the timers. If you say 2 p.m. Pacific time, make it 2 p.m. Pacific time, you fucking pieces of shit. You're already lying on everything else that revolves around this game. You're already lying in terms of the odds, the probabilities, drop rates. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Like, given enough time, some of the probabilities can fall within reason, but you do it in such a way that it is absolutely proven to be not random. It's like if it's 80 plus and then also like 85 plus as a different one, then the one that's going to meet the 80 to 85 or even 80 to 83 almost like all the time It's going to be 80 exactly, and meet the criteria and count for your fucking odds. And sure, you can be like, well, 81 is more rare, 82 is more rare. Fine, but not that much more. It shouldn't be a thing where it's like 95% of the time it's at the base of the level. Now, granted, the gold commons, whether they're 74 up to 78 or 78 plus, don't seem to have as much of an issue with that. But the differential in terms of what you can potentially get from those cards, even in the very beginning of the game, is like non-existent. There is no differential. The only time that those cards are ever worth fucking anything is when you put them into to any sort of set. Now this is supposed to auto refresh, but we're only a minute in. So this is what they fucking do, and I should kind of get used to this at this point. You know, they cut things off at a minimum 5 minutes early, sometimes as much as 15 to 20 minutes early. That's if you get the PSN servers up and running, all of the EA servers up and running, and specifically the EA NHL servers over on the PS4 side up and running. That's a big fucking if to have all that shit happen at the same time. And, you know, they've already proven that they love to release these special events, even month-long events that are, you know, significant value for people that can get into them early and set their timers and try to get into the game when they can. Like literally right now, if something new is going to come out, which I don't imagine that it's going to, but again, I'm not following, I'm not playing the game anymore because I already gave up when they did that in the last 2 months. You know, the stupid fucking event got released when the EA servers, not PSN, when the EA servers were down. I can't stress this enough, how shitty and just like how disrespectful, how shady, how horrendous, how horrific, how much of pieces of shit these motherfuckers are to do something like that in a game where they're expecting millions of dollars to be earned in income, mostly from quote unquote microtransactions and people buying shit from them, and being able to churn and burn and convincing people to do sets, as you basically just saw me do in the last broadcast. I just churned in 5 gold commons and 2 gold rares to get 2 more gold rares. And you can say, okay, well, you got a PK Subban base. That's a decent card. It is. It's an upgrade for my team because I only play with untradeable cards. Fine. But I also got an 80. You know what I mean? So are those 7 cards worth essentially PK Subban and another 1 of 2 that goes into another reroll? Just continuing the churn and burn process of me eliminating cards from the community, from the game, from the ecosystem, and therefore, you know, potentially adding more value to the ones that still do exist, as well as forcing other players, not going to be me, you're not getting any of my fucking money, getting other players to be dumb enough to click on this right here and go into the store and buy these stupid fucking Thanksgiving packs, which go watch Revive Legacy. He opened up like 7 of these packs like within the last couple days, and he got 1 good card. He in no way, shape, or form got 25K times 5 plus whatever it was. I think he got 1 card that would have qualified as more than 25K, and I believe it was a Team of the Week, but Sergei Bobrovsky, whatever. So here we go. Here's the new. We got Evos. There you go. So Tyler Seguin, Mitchell Marner, and Zadina are Zadina's a 75. Those are your Evos, because today's Evo Tuesday. So available until the end of the day today. All right, there you go. Good cards, right? You know, Primetime Goudreau. I could have sworn that he was already up to an 88, and that came with an Evo, but who knows? I don't know. Patrick Laine, how was he not already higher than 86? Kachuk absolutely was 86, but that was for sure a Halloween card. I don't know if he's had standard ones, and the other 2 I don't give a fuck about. I care slightly about Kyle Connor, slightly, not much. Cal Peterson, not at all. The other 2 appear to be Thanksgiving. Are you not giving us anything else? Go to store, pop back out, and you give us anything else new to do? Obviously, essentials are still going to be the exact same cards, right? Nothing there in those packs. Back out. Nothing new. Now, let's just make sure that we point out how ridiculous this is again. So Sagan's on the Stars. Marner's on the Leafs, right? I don't give a shit about Zadina, but we might have to go through that as well. 84, 86, 75. First two are both playmakers. The other one is the Marner's on the right side. So we go into collection, NHL. I don't even know who's on my team. I mean, there's probably some players that are supposed to. Whoops, wrong button. Click back out. Let me click back out. I know I'm in a broadcast, but just I pressed the yellow button. Let's go. So there's probably some stuff in here that I need to get rid of. I don't know. Maybe not. Here we go. Literally brand new card. You just saw it come out. There you go. Please explain to me how the fuck that's possible. Granted, if you had like, more than six figures amounts of players, 100K players over on the PS4 side playing this game, you don't, by the way. You absolutely do not. Especially not pay to play players. It's potential to have that, and he's being a dick. He's trying to sell it for 10 million coins. It's not happening. No offense, G13, but all offense. Fuck you. You've had it up for 4 minutes. It's been available for 3. How the fuck is that even possible? So it's very likely that you're just basically a cheat. Is what it comes down to. And so therefore you're probably just as much of a piece of shit as the developers of the game. But there you go. So far, one Tyler Seguin. Now I could have just clicked on the thing and then did that, right? But are there 2 up now yet? Not yet. So only the 1 person so far. End of day, there'll be a total of 10 plus. So just I wanted to get to the other ones very quickly, but just to make sure, in case I come back to this in a week and the card has not been traded for with an offer as opposed to a bid, then this will still show up in my watch list. But then I would kind of have to come back in here throughout the day and continue to check as ones come in. You see, I've got the untradeable base card. It's an 84. Who is the other? The Leaf, right? In Marner. And I don't really give so much of a shit about the third one, but I could potentially use it as just to prove my point about how these things just magically appear very quickly. Okay, so I legit don't get that. Marner's base card is an 82. Here's the team of the week for 84, and a primetime of 84. He wasn't part of the primetimes that came out today, was he? And team of the week didn't change today, so he was already an 84. I don't know what the fuck you're doing, EA. Your head is so far up your ass. There you go. So nobody's got that yet. Congratulations. You didn't steal the card in the first 5 minutes that it was available. So who was the last one? Am I really gonna be able to just randomly jog my memory by looking at logos as to which fucking team he was on? Don't think so. I don't think that's happening. Is he a Coyote? Zadina. Well, yeah, and yeah, so that answers the question. Marner was not part of today's prime times. So he was 84 before today. So I get it. Adding an Evo doesn't add points, but still, it's interesting to see, what was it what happened to get into that 84 with 2 upgrades, as opposed to an 84 and then an 86. Zadina, I can't see. It's so fucking small. I don't know why they do this. He's not in the NHL. But I know who he is, and I don't know players. So how does that? And there'd be no reason for me to have ever had him on the team. Is it Grizzlies? I legit have no idea what the fuck that is. So now I gotta go. This sucks. Oh, no, this is not. You can't do it this way. Stop. Got to go into. Oh, it's not gonna work because it would only work if he's currently being sold. Um, Another reason why the game just flat out sucks. Huge donkey dick. Wow, some really sweet cards here. 74 overall. Team of the week. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta get that guy on your team right away. So, oh, I went the wrong way. Evo. Only 221 of them currently being sold. None. Okay, so he's not currently available. How about non-Evo at that level? Just basic. Just a basic bitch. You're gonna make me go through 518 of these. He was a right-wing playmaker, yeah. Or fuck, was he? No, he wasn't. Ah, that's Marner. God damn it. He's probably defender, right? I don't know what the synergy is. 53. We can go through 53 items. It'd have to be being sold though. Part of the problem. Can you search by player name? I feel like you're able to do that for like a minute. But if that's in the collections, I'm not gonna have the card, so can you do that here? No, you cannot. So I don't know. Is he a left side? 115. That's a lot more. That kind of looks like the logo. I actually know what that team is, which I guess would be a reason why I would know him. I know the Rockford Ice Hogs. Well, this is a bit silly. Now I've got a better idea how to do this. Nope, don't do country. Gold common. 34. By this point, I'm sure somebody's got one and is selling it. He's not on the list. You know, so assuming his base card is a 74, he's not on the list. So there's the Grizzlies. Wolfsburg. Well, that's Grizzlies with a Y. I think there's IES Grizzlies in the game as well. None of the rest of those kind of... Oops. None of the rest of those really look... There's Griffins. I don't know. Should I stop pretending like I don't have a smartphone right next to me? What the fuck am I doing? And I'm actually going to manage to spell his name correctly too. Ice hockey player. It's good to know. Well, I mean, it's on the Red Wings. So, what the fuck, man? One day ago, getting comfortable as a professional. So, I mean, that would be probably part of the reason why I know who he is because he's actually playing. Grand Rapids Griffins of AHL is where he's probably going to be found. Well, let's go to the. Oops, wrong button. Forgot we were all the way out. When did I already forgot. I knew the second part, but Grand Rapids. Okay. I think that was one of the three that the Griffins logo was one of the three that I clicked on. Not even the highest overall card on the team. Kind of a bummer, dude. And I guess that explains why his base card wasn't showing up. What in the flying fuck, dude? Like, okay, so does he have a base card? This makes no goddamn sense. Does he have a base card with the Red Wings? Was he on? And now you're gonna make me check my phone again. Like, was he on a team before Grand Rapids or after? I have no idea what the fuck is going on with this. That's why I don't pay attention to shitty players like this. I mean, he could eventually be good. I'm just saying in the game right now, he's worthless. As far as his overall. HC Dynamo Parad. Fuck that, man. Those are the only 3 teams he's played with. He is Czech, though, by the way. If you guys pay attention to my my broadcasts, which nobody does, you would know that I am a fan of Czech players in general, and that's part of the reason why Pastrnak, off to the early start in the season that I haven't followed again in the last week, was Czech Extraliga. Is that even in the game? Guess we'll find out. Why I was enjoying Pastrnak playing well, now that I'm no longer a homer and allow myself to watch players from anywhere. What in the fuck? Well, we're at the Extraliga part, right? But we're looking for Czech. It's obviously not those, so try this one. That doesn't. I don't know. I get what team are we looking for here? Club was originally named LTC Paradise Pardubice. HC Dynamo Paradu, whatever. I don't fucking know. Okay, found it. Guess this is the Czech league. Haven't paid too much attention to it. Okay. You got a 74 and a 75. You got 2 gold players on your team. Yeah. You do not have Zadina. I feel like there's no version of Zadina having not been in the game, and those are legit the only 3 teams that he's ever played for. You know, with obviously the AHL team being the affiliate of the Red Wings team. I don't get it. I legit do not get it. I mean, I understand, like, if you can't fit a 75 on there because they're not good enough to, like, make the squad. Makes sense. Team's pretty goddamn stacked. But, you know. What? Nobody cares, man. New post from my community. Somebody trying to sell this this Sagan. Looks like G30, G13. Trying to convince people to buy it. Still the only one. Not really helping my hypothesis out here, man. I'm kind of far into this. But I'm sure the prime times that are also just recently released are out as well. Where was the other one? Was the Leafs? See if that one's out yet. And apparently the third one's like non-existent. We got a Marner yet? We got a Marner for 3.5 million for 84 overall from Ovalist. Once again, go fuck yourself, bro. Happy to toss it on the watch list and see you not get the offer, and then see if it ends up getting traded before something happens. How about those prime times? As long as we're wasting time here, I'd rather get to my actual game that I actually want to play. But the evos are done, right? So I don't really care about much of this. I just, Goudreau again. I feel like it's a tie, but fuck it, we can check both. Really, I mean, they're not that hard. Flames and Leafs, right? So I guess technically that means we're going to be checking Flames first, because the game's like you can't click left and go over to the right. I don't really know why, but I guess it makes it easier if you want to go to the right, where you can just hold down all the way to the right. By the way, there's that the 86 Tkachuk that I was talking about, but it was Halloween, so that makes sense. His previous team of the week was 84, so he gets a prime time that's an 86. And again, doesn't really have an impact on evos. Goudreau definitely did make the two-step double jump to 88 though. Worked out well for him on a formerly one of the hottest players in the game. So it's only 650. I say only, but still, come on, for the Evo card that can go up in value, as opposed to the prime time that is stuck forever, 85, and probably has different synergies. Not out yet though, so that's part of the issue there. I'm sure someone will grab it before the end of the day, and it will be available. And then line A. I was already in this screen, wasn't I, for Marner? Yeah, well, that would make sense because I'm in the wrong screen. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, line A is not. What am I? Jeez. Take a week off the game and like completely forget who everyone plays for. So line A had, that's weird. It was a special edition card though, and that was his only upgrade before, so it's not that weird. It makes some sense, but I guess that was why I was slightly confused as to how it was an 86. Technically going to be the exact same card. There's two of them. There you go. People on them already. Not selling for too much. It's only an 86 though. Hey, somebody's here. Feel free to say hello if you're on YouTube and can comment. If you are Blue Eagles something, I'm not going to wait for it to come over, 91, or Waxwings, or G13, do yourself a favor and go fuck yourself. Seems extremely unlikely that you managed to pull these cards in the first 10 minutes of the day that they were available. I was just making the video because I was super pissed because this and this were not there when I came back out of completing my my gold rare rerolls, well, the gold common and gold rare rerolls for gold rares, and in fact the stuff that was there from yesterday up to and including a primetime 89 overall Nate McKinnon and other solid cards as well, all of which I assumed I had a chance of getting, did not, and in fact they allowed me to do the rolls without like mentioning anything or any sort of indicator that they in fact took them off of the available ones and on this screen before it actually reached 2 p.m. Pacific time. And this did not change over at exactly 2 p.m. Pacific time either. It changed more like 2:05, 2:10, and then at that point when it did change over, that asshole that's selling the 86 Evo was in fact already selling it for 4 minutes, even though it had only been up on the screen for 1 minute. So anyways, we're done. That's all we're doing here. Everyone can fuck off.